that new whip. Hey, who did it do drip?
And we're live.
Welcome to BETT Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
So I actually, when I was back on the East Coast, I bought Jorge Masvidal's tequila.
Really? How
Dude, with the worm. Is that the one you're showing me?
Yeah.
With the worm? Yeah, it looks
Really?
crazy, bro.
I'm saving that for the 24th when he fights Marty Fake Newsman at UFC
my God.
261.
Who's Marty Fake Usman?
Kamaru Usman.
Oh my god. I thought
Really?
you liked Usman.
No, he's fake news.
Justin hates it.
He's fake news.
Okay, I'm not huge in the UFC at all, but I think Corral Usman's gonna treat him.
He's gonna treat him. Oh, yeah, damn, that's a strong opinion.
Take him to the clinic or what?
I mean, after what he's doing to him, he might as well.
We're taking the
Nah, I'll call you
DMV
a
and make
fucking
them wait in
Uber after
line
I
or
whip your
what?
ass.
Who's your favorite fighter?
I'm not even sure if I have one. I'd probably say Khabib Nurmagomedov.
He's retired now.
He is
Is he?
retired, unfortunately.
Yep, he officially retired a couple
pussy.
weeks ago.
Them.
What a pussy.
Well, it had to do with his
God damn it.
his father passed away from COVID back in
yeah.
the summer, and his father was a big influence on his life. And
Right, of course, yeah.
when he passed away, it was just like it really hurt him a lot. And like even in the Justin Gaethje fight, he just said, "I cannot do this anymore without my father." So that's the reason why he retired.
Yeah.
Them.
Are you gonna retract that pussy statement now, Josh?
What puts
You would not dare say that to his face.
Dude,
Nah, he's a scary motherfucker. Like, he's super pious and real peaceful, but at the same time, if you lay it down at him, he's gonna fucking mollywop your ass.
Mollywop.
Break your face.
dude, I saw your fucking story on the way here.
Funny as shit, right?
Your call out to bring extra supplies of tissues to Mankato.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
One of those little jar things,
why,
too.
Why is that? Why is Mankato crying?
Because they lost to us. We're going to the championship, baby. St. Cloud State Huskies. Fuck Mankato. They all have tiny penises,
Oh my
and they ain't worth shit.
And on top of that, they have their own strain of chlamydia, so hey,
Oh my
good luck,
God.
Mankato.
There you go. Good luck. Go get that shit fixed and better luck next year.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Mankato, dude.
Poor Mankato.
Poor Mankato. Do you actually care about Mankato?
No, not really.
You just like, damn, I feel bad.
I was trying to be somebody. I was trying to give him a bone,
what?
you know what I mean?
We're gonna put a link in the description of this next video, and it'll be GoFundMe for Mankato. GoFundMe for some tissues for Mankato.
Hey, I will give him one thing though. I went to Bebo like I think 2-3 years ago. Absolute best time I've ever had in any party scene ever.
Yeah.
Like 100%. It was insane.
I went to Bebo one year. I was in college town. It was actually kind of lame. Well, we
Really?
got there at like 1 p.m. and it was like right after the main like concert, and everybody was dead, bro, except for the people we know.
So
Like,
it sounds like you came after everything happened.
It's 1
Let me show
p.m.,
you
it's-
my video
it's
real
1
quick.
p.m.,
This
it's
is
home-
It was weird. Everybody was like already really
It
tired
wasn't
from
like
the
that
day.
at St. Cloud. At St. Cloud at 1 p.m. people are just starting to get
That's
at their
fair,
peak,
1
bro.
p.m.,
That's,
yeah.
They're not even at the peak yet. They're getting to the peak. The peak's like probably 7 o'clock at night.
Have we started yet?
We are live, Deon.
Wow.
Yeah,
In
so-
the words,
Are
in the words,
live,
in the words
buddy.
of Bruce Buffer, we are live.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, okay,
Welcome
so-
back to BETT Records. If you haven't already noticed, we got Deon on as a special guest here today. How are we doing?
up?
How we feeling? How we feeling?
Honestly, I feel immaculate. I'm so excited to be here, and honestly, this is my
Hell yeah.
first podcast ever, and I feel like things are going pretty smooth right now.
Hell yeah, we are chilling,
awesome.
dude. What are our thoughts on the drink? What did we make? What are
Honestly,
the
this
thoughts?
is pretty fire. The dragon fruit mojito,
That's
Yep.
what it is.
top tier.
So-
Shout out to Josh
Yeah,
for
it's
the
pretty
little bartender
gas, bro.
skills.
Shout out.
Why?
to the bartender.
Where did you get this little idea here
Did
from?
you already
This little
have this stuff or what?
I bought a dragon fruit, and I tried to figure out what I could make with it, and I found this little recipe, and I was like, oof, all right, that sounds pretty fucking good.
So you bought like the mint leaves and all that, or what? You didn't have mint leaves just like chilling in the fridge? No.
All I had to buy was mint leaves, and
Oh shit!
that was pretty much it. I
What
already
about
had
the
everything
dragon
else.
fruit? Is this like in season right now?
You can always buy dragon fruit.
Really?
Yeah, because it's an import, so they make it
No, that's
all
fair.
year long. But yeah, dude, that shit's expensive. Those dragon fruits, I think it was like $6-7 or something like
A
that.
piece? How many did you buy?
Yeah, it's just one.
Oh, okay.
Safety.
That's
You,
just
you don't
like-
need more than one. And it's
Yeah.
not dragon fruit isn't really like a fruit you just like sit down and like
Like an apple,
don't
eat
eat
it, or
it.
yeah,
what?
you
Yeah.
don't
It's
you
not
don't
like a
just
fucking
eat a
apple.
dragon fruit. You like
Yeah.
make shit with it.
It's more of a mixable than like
Yeah.
eat it straight up.
Kind of like a, I guess, I mean, I've eaten mangoes, but like kind of like a mango where like you don't really just buy a mango.
Probably
to,
like spice it up with like some water. If you had like a water, dragon fruit water, I'm sure you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the like flavored waters use is dragon fruit.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Because I mean, it doesn't smell like anything, but man, it tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. These
Yes,
are really
sir.
good though.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
since we're on the topic of fruits, okay, so
Yes, sir.
roughly about 4 years ago, I went on this trip with my advisor back in high school, and basically he brought me to Wisconsin, and he taught me all about like foraging and like how to like actually go out in the forest and like know what different things were. Like we were walking.
Oh, really?
around,
Like different plants and trees and okay.
Like he went on the ground, he pulled out some like he called them ground nuts or whatever. He's like, oh, these are ground nuts. You can use these for like these health benefits or whatever. He's like, oh, look at that. If you pick that right there, grab the root, you can taste black licorice. And like I did, and I was like, I thought he was messing with me.
Just
at first,
fucking around,
to, like,
yeah.
get me to eat some dirt. But I was like, no, this is actually really good. Like I hate black licorice. I would never eat it.
Yeah.
That was the absolute perfect balance. And so since then, every year I go back to Owatonna. So we have a fuck ton of mulberry trees. And so I'll go berry picking. I'll get mulberries, gooseberries, and raspberries.
Damn.
Make my own fruit jam. It's amazing. I love that shit.
That
You
sounds
just say
good.
you make your own fruit jam?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
I mean, honestly, it's not hard. I say a fruit spread's a little easier, but honestly, it's so
Do you just like mix it
rewarding.
up and put sugar in it or what?
Nope, no sugar needed.
Really?
The mulberries are so sweet that if you added sugar, it'd be too much.
Wow.
Damn.
What the heck?
Oh,
And you just put it on bread, toast,
Yup,
whatever, yeah?
Just bread, you're good to go.
Yeah?
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
pretty great replacement for just regular grape jam, you know, you buy from the store.
Yeah.
Full of preservatives.
sure it
This
tastes
way
a
you
lot
got some
better.
all natural shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So where is home? Where is home for you? Where's the hometown
So
at?
I was born in Minneapolis, but then I moved from there to Shakopee, and then
Okay.
Shakopee to Owatonna.
Okay.
I grew up mostly in Owatonna. I'd say roughly
Owatonna.
about 10 years or so.
Okay.
It's a nice little hick town, but at the same time, there are a lot of people there that I enjoy. I'm not gonna lie.
There you
Like
go.
the town itself is pretty grimy, but the people keep me coming back.
And that's near Faribault, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
real close to there.
Okay.
It's actually pretty close to Mankato.
Really? Well, and when you hopped in the car today, I saw he's wearing all purple, huh? So he's rooting
I
for
don't,
Mankato or what?
I don't think I have any tissues here, but I got a
pull
little
up in the
jar
all
you can
purple.
put your tears in.
Did you
You're
did you
funny.
use all your tissues, Josh, by your bedside?
No,
or
I
what?
don't buy tissues.
Oh, so you're a sock kind of guy?
Yeah, sometimes.
No,
Sorry.
he uses the blanket.
You
I was
should
gonna
see.
say,
You
it's
should
just
see.
a bed sheet.
Yeah, you should see Q-Tip's nightstand. There's
Hey,
like
that's
crumpled
not what it
up
looks
pieces
like.
of tissue paper all over the floor,
bro.
all over his bed
I
stand,
expect nothing
under the
Yeah.
bed.
That's when he had COVID. Give him a break. Come
There's
on.
there's a container of moisturizer right next to him.
There
That's
is
like
no
the cap is
moisturizer,
open.
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't use moisturizer? What do you
Nah,
use?
I
Fucking
do it straight
sandpaper?
dry, bro. yeah.
Just straight sandpaper, bro. Straight handpaper. You know what I mean?
Oh Jesus!
Straight at her, huh? Jesus. What? You don't like that idea or what?
What's like taking a thing of sandpaper and just going at it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, why don't you try it?
Time, I recommend it.
It's just like drinking Jack and Coke straight. You just get your fucking chest hairs. I mean, hey,
Yes, sir.
You
Get
gotta
some
do it.
chest hairs.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a rite of passage here in
Builds
St.
character.
Cloud.
Put some
Did
chest
you just
on
say
her.
drinking Jack and Coke straight?
I did.
Isn't
I think he means
That's,
Jack straight.
Yeah, just Jack.
Yeah, just Jack. I knew what you meant.
Honestly,
Oh,
though,
okay, I was like,
I'm not a huge
wait a
fan
minute.
of dark liquor. Like, I become a different kind of Deon, and I'm like, nope, I gotta go to bed.
So I feel like
Puts you out,
like every is it every year or every day I see you with a different kind of liquor when you go out. So one day you're holding a bag of wine, the next day it's a bottle of tequila, the day after it might be like some kind of vodka or something, and then it's a fucking bottle of wine, bro. Like
See, some different occasions call for a different liquor. I mean, hey, wine races, obviously gotta use a wine, but like,
yes, sir.
every day is Tuesday. It's always Tequila Tuesday. So tequila's the staple. 100%. That Jose Cuervo is
Tequila
different. That's my
Tuesday.
main bitch, my baby forever.
Jose,
Till
huh?
I die.
Jose, huh?
tequila on Tuesday sounds pretty
Jose,
rough?
Is that your favorite?
I'd say it's the most affordable without
Yeah.
being like absolute garbage tequila.
What do you think your favorite is? 1800 or Patron?
I'd probably say Patron. I got some good
Patron,
memories
huh?
of Patron.
Got a
Yeah.
fancy taste.
Oh, 100%.
See, I kind of think Patron's a little overpriced.
I
Just
mean,
for it
you're
is.
not wrong. You really are.
Yeah, I would say honestly it's a little overrated.
How much
to
is
be
a bottle
honest.
even? I don't even think I've
It's
ever bought
Oh,
even.
like 60
so
bucks,
for like
isn't it?
the really small one, it's like $30.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
I'm
That's only like,
estimating
Yeah, it's
because I know that at my liquor store right now,
it's only like 300 milliliters, isn't it?
it's on
Yeah,
ad
roughly.
right now.
Yeah.
So, like a bottle of Jose Cuervo, like the small one's gonna be like 16. I think the
Yeah.
bigger one's about like, I don't know, 26 or so.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather buy that any day over the Patron. But
Yeah.
if it's a special occasion, I'm feeling myself. I'm like goofy goober mode. You know
Fuck
how
it.
it's gonna
Yep.
be.
Spend a little extra on yourself. See what's up.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, sir. Yep. Do you always do limes or not? Fuck it.
Typically I do.
Typically.
I mean, it all depends. If I'm just chugging straight from the bottle, that means I'm just trying to get drunk. But like, if I sit down for a proper pregame, I'm trying to enjoy myself.
There you go.
Get the little salt with the limes.
What?
Gotta do it right.
Yes, sir. Every time. That's how I am too. I can't do it
imagine chugging a
without.
bottle of tequila. That's just
the whole bottle.
That
any of the
this
bottle.
summer was just a full send like a motherfucker.
You
like,
did that like 2 weeks ago. I seen you at 704 with
Well,
a bottle
I
of
mean,
tequila.
like,
Hey, bro,
okay.
you want some? But I had like Captain
It
all
was a
night, and
little
I looked
different
at it.
than the okay. So it depends on if
Nah.
I want
I
to
was
finish
like,
the
nah.
bottle or if I want to take a couple pulls and let some other people enjoy a couple of drinks.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd say okay. If I'm thinking of like absolute like peak alcoholism, I'd say between sophomore year of last year and this summer. Because at
Yeah.
one point in time, so you know Stone, right? You may or may not.
Stone?
Okay, so
Who's Stone?
Stone Irvin, he's a powerlifter. He's a pretty damn
Oh.
cool guy. But
I've heard the name. I can't
so
picture.
back in sophomore year, a lot of people were telling me he was the absolute like biggest drinker on campus, and he still probably could outdrink me depending on what we're sipping on. But we both had a 175 of Gallows. It's a red wine, and so we had two partners, and so basically you keep handing off the bottle, and then once the bottle's gone, your team wins. And I was like, I'm probably gonna regret this, but Caleb, I'm not handing the bottle off. So took the breaths, in between while sipping the bottle, but my lips never left the glass, and I definitely won that. Instant regret. 3 minutes later, I was definitely up in the tub puking.
In the tub?
Not a fun time. See, that's how you know it's bad.
No,
I was
when
gonna
it's
say,
not the
bro.
toilet, when it's the tub.
When it's the
Oh,
tub.
yeah.
Now, just imagine if it was a bottle of Everclear.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
that. Everclear is never again for me. This summer,
that, bro.
we made zombie juice. And
What
so,
the fuck is that?
Okay, all I remember is that it had like raspberries and like a whole bunch of other shit in there.
Damn.
And so I remember waking up in the morning. I couldn't even like look at my own light in my room. Like it hurt to like look up, and I was just like, why would I ever do this to myself ever again? And I was like, wow. I think this is the first time I've ever felt and heard my liver die.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Damn. So, what are you doing? Why did you decide to come to St. Cloud?
There's a couple of reasons. So it's a pretty affordable college, St. Cloud, St. Cloud.
That's right.
Yes.
But so originally I came here to join the wrestling team. Like that was my like absolute
yeah,
achievement
yeah,
and
'cause
goal.
you were
Like, I was gonna do a
wrestling,
walk on.
Yep.
And so the last day before freestyle and Greco finals happened for state, I actually got injured. I dislocated my left shoulder.
shit.
And so that was super whacked. Still got
I
some
feel like I
Wounded Warrior
vaguely
syndrome
remembered
from
that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so then after I recovered from that, I was a freshman at St. Cloud. I was doing all good, and then got into some fucking backyard party drunk wrestling, and then I sprained my MCL, my ACL, and frayed my meniscus.
Yep.
It was so dumb.
Yeah.
And then after I got healed from that, I'd say, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 months or so.
Well, what a lot of people understand is that wrestling does take a toll on your body.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a
100%.
everyone's just like, oh, how hard could it be to just pin someone? It's not as easy as you
Oh,
think.
yeah. It's still a lot of effort.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in the amount of physical endurance you need to be a wrestler is just ridiculous.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Any of
if
the
you-
one-on-one
if any of
sports,
you-
I mean...
if any of you guys have ever just like done any drunk wrestling before, like even after one exchange, you're gasping for air.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
such
yeah,
a
for
tiring
sure.
sport.
Especially me, bro.
When is the last time that you have wrestled someone, Q-Tip?
This was probably, man, almost a year.
With who?
Brad.
What?
You wrestled Brad.
How'd that
I
go?
knew I couldn't beat him, but I was drunk, so I was like,
Because I know
fuck
you
off.
guys faced each other, Deon.
Okay,
didn't
so
you?
we had like a little mini scrap, but like we still have yet to sit down and have
Have a real, like, all right,
back to
yeah.
back. Because like, okay, he can definitely beat me at arm wrestling any day. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Sure.
But actual ground wrestling, I don't know, Brad. I mean, you're gonna have to come at me about that one.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
should see that. It's been a while since
Called
I seen
out
Brad wrestle
live.
anyway, so I kind of want to see him wrestle.
Brad's probably
you know what?
he's probably dry now. He
You
probably
know-
lost his touch.
Yeah.
You know what
bro.
really confuses me is when people they say, let's wrestle, and then they go for submissions. That's not wrestling. That's,
Yeah,
that's
100%.
jujitsu.
I've had that happen to me before.
Like, everyone's like, let's wrestle, and they try to get me an armbar. I'm like, this isn't wrestling. That's jujitsu. Like, you're trying to, like, get me in a choke or an arm lock or something. That's not wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestling
that's submission.
Wrestling
Yeah.
is going for the
Yeah,
pin.
I think people just don't
Nah,
understand
bro.
the
The
difference,
real wrestling is WWE. I mean,
Oh,
come
don't
on, bro.
even give me that
We got
stuff.
Logan Paul going to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is
I,
tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was. I thought it was. Yeah, I knew it's in April, but
it's coming up, like, really soon.
I know
think,
it's like the end of the month or something.
I think it's
pretty
tomorrow
soon,
or the day after. It's in Tampa.
but I don't know. Yes, it is.
I mean,
in Tampa.
WrestleMania, honestly, it's kind of fun. It really is. Just
Bro,
like you have the characters. Yeah.
I'd be so down to join like a WrestleMania just for like literally one day.
Hell yeah.
Or just completely body some kid.
What would your
I think it would be
ni-
fun. Yeah.
what would your nickname be?
Honestly, I don't know. I'd probably have to do something with like Dino Nuggets and me being an absolute baller.
There you
I don't know
go.
if it's a
And
movie
would you
involved.
have a signature move?
I'd call it the Goofy Bitch Special.
It's special. That's a
Goofy
good one.
bitch.
Silly Hell
and
special.
And explain this goofy bitch special.
Yeah, can you
All right,
give
all
us
right.
a
So
overtake?
I'm gonna hit the Millie Rock, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a little spinning dragon kick to the face. And then afterwards, I'll look at you. I'll drop a Dino Nugget on you, and then walk away. I'll even give you a silver platter full of barbecue sauce, just so you can
So
enjoy
shit
that
on
one.
someone's face.
Oh
That's what it sounds like.
I mean, I guess that's another route you could go with that. isn't
Anything
it?
anything goes in WWE.
Yeah, is that how it works in WWE?
I mean, as long as I take the dub, I mean,
Yes, sir.
what else we're taking?
Yes,
How
sir.
it
No.
works, right?
You can't go in getting a dub. It has to be in the script that you win.
That's
Yeah,
the.
that's
Have
true.
you ever watched WWE growing up at all or no?
Yeah, I
Who would
did
you
quite
used
a
to
bit.
follow? Who are your favorite
I'd
guys?
say my favorite wrestlers were like Matt and Jeff Hardy, 100%.
Yes,
Oh,
bro. The
yeah.
Hardy Bros.
And then Triple H too, who's an
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
baller.
See, my favorite is Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle was
Yeah.
dope because he was a real wrestler in like the Olympics, right?
He won a gold
Yeah,
medal
yeah,
in the
100%.
Olympics.
One or two? Was it two gold
No,
medals?
he won one
for
gold
sure.
medal.
Okay, I thought he got two. But
He's
I
like,
don't know.
I think he's the only WWE wrestler to win a gold medal
I wouldn't doubt it.
in the Olympics.
Yeah,
And
I
I
wouldn't
just
doubt
loved
it.
his. So when me and Josh went to a UFC fight 2 years ago in Newark, Colby Covington walked out to Kurt Angle's WWE walkout. It was like, "You suck, you suck."
Damn.
That was the best. And there was one WrestleMania event where he walked out to that song and everyone was screaming, "You suck," and he's like, "The hell you guys talking about? You looking at me and you saying you suck? How dare you? I'm
Isn't that
gonna
what
go
his song
back and
is?
we're gonna do it again."
Isn't that what his song is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's there's you suck, and like he went back. He's like, "We're gonna do this again, and you're gonna give me the respect I deserve." He walks out again. They just scream, "You suck," and he's like, "Are you kidding me?
That's
I've
funny.
worked my ass off for this."
That's
and
why
you
I
just
think,
look at me and say, "You suck."
That's why I think when people are like, "All right, let's drunk wrestle," people are like, "Give him the ankle lock, bro. Give him the ankle lock. Give him an RKO." You know what I mean? Like,
Did you guys
so
know.
much.
Were
Were
like
you guys
that
there
shit.
when we did the fake wrestling in the Fi
Yes,
House?
dude,
Yeah.
that was so fun.
The US I know Justin was there.
I
I think
was
Brad
I-
and Chris were in on that too.
Yeah,
Me and Brad were participating in that. It was just like we'd look at each other and we'd be like, "Oh no, oh no!" Then we'd slap each other, and then we'd be on the ground like,
That was
jump
like
off.
a.
and then
It was like a
That was the
straight-
most sus 2-minute video in the world. Everyone was
That was-
fake hitting each other and fake like
That was
arm
so
barring
funny.
each other.
Dude,
each other.
was that
like-
when,
I
I
think
think
I-
that was when Abdi was still on
Yeah, I
the
think
terms,
I think I
wasn't
jumped off the couch and like fake hit Brad or something.
Yeah, you
I
did.
can't remember, bro.
it?
Yeah, you did.
That was funny.
I remember that. I
Drunk
wish I had the
wrestling is
video
such
of
a
that.
slippery slope. Like the other day, so Jaden saw this big dude. He straight up said, "Yeah, I'm corn fed." I was like, "Oh hell no!" So this dude, he was about my size, but a solid like 2 inches taller, but probably like I don't know, a whole 30-pound sticker. And Jaden looks at me. He's like, "Hey, I'll buy you 3 bottles of tequila, not just regular tequila, Patron, if you wrestle this guy." Dude's fucking hammered, and I was like, "No, this is not gonna happen." I guess the dude's best friend looks at me. He's like, "No, listen, he has killer intent. If he loses, if you body this kid, you're probably gonna die." And I was like, "Is that really worth 3 bottles of tequila? Probably not."
Probably not. But
Well, one thing
what if
you
they're
know-
Patron?
I mean, we settled on an arm wrestle for 1 bottle, so I took that.
Well, one
Oh,
thing
that's
everyone
a
needs to
dumb
know
one.
about WWE is that a lot of those wrestlers, they don't test for steroids. The majority
God,
of them
no,
are
bro.
juiced
I'm
up
sure.
beyond belief.
Have you seen fucking Batista, bro? There's no way that dude has a real
insane.
muscle in his body, bro.
like
I
you've
swear.
seen Brock Lesnar. You've
Oh,
seen Brock
yeah.
Lesnar. There's no way that guy doesn't use. any
Wasn't he in the
supplement.
UFC though? Or
He
something?
was, and he won the heavyweight championship. But then he got disqualified. He won the championship, and then he failed a bunch of drug tests afterwards because of it.
Wow.
Look at the guy. Look at him. You're gonna say that he's natural. Just
There's
at
no
UFC,
way he's natural.
At UFC
I don't
200,
doubt it, but like,
at UFC 200 at the weigh-ins, he like stepped up on the scale and was like flexing his pecs, and like it was moving. I'm like, this is not natural. No normal human being should be able to do that without any help.
Well, I mean,
There's
look
a
at him.
certain there's
Like,
a
he's
certain
insanely
limit.
built.
There's a certain limit the human body can get physically without supplements.
no, that's not true. Bradley Martin.
Who?
Bradley Martin?
Who?
Do you know Bradley
Yeah,
Martin?
I know.
No,
Bradley
the
He
Martin.
can definitely do that shit, and he definitely, besides selling a couple of, like, truckloads of weed here and there, he definitely doesn't take any drugs, bro.
Wait. Are you talking about the guy who like got accused of using fake weights?
Yes, bro, the milk
Yeah,
guy that they
yeah.
make fun
Oh
of.
my
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got called out on it so many times. Like
It's
I was
not
actually-
true though.
I was
bro.
It
watching
probably
him
is.
lift.
It's just a little bit.
No, I was
No,
watching him lift. He
bro.
was doing like 500 something bench press, and he was like barely like clenching with it. Like he was pushing it up. I'm like, I'm sorry, I
Nah,
don't care
bro.
how much you work your bench press. That's just like inhumanely.
No, bro.
Impossible.
He owns his
Yeah,
own
that's pretty
gym.
ridiculous.
Why would
Yeah,
he
zoo
need to fake
culture?
that? Yeah, dude, it's dope.
Bro, Brad's one of those dudes you look at, you're like, wow, you probably could die from a fucking paper cut with veins like those.
Yeah, I suppose. You've seen him like, so he does like, I don't know what he puts for plates on, but he does like squats with plates on, and then like a chick on his shoulders too, and then
Yeah.
does the squats, bro. Like this dude is a monster, bro. He's not fake.
Definitely built different.
He's definitely not fake, bro.
He
He
is
probably
built
he's got his own
He
pre-workout
definitely-
and shit. He doesn't
Are
know
you
he's
gonna look
fake,
at me
bro.
straight in the eye and say that Brad Martin is his name?
Yes,
Are you gonna look at me straight in the eye and say that Brad Martin has never taken a steroid in his life?
Bradley Martin has never taken a drug in his life,
A steroid.
or a steroid.
Wow.
That was
He
kind of
is-
sus.
Look
I don't
at
think so,
him.
bro.
Look at him. That's
Nah,
not
bro.
humanly
I mean,
possible.
here's the thing. Steve will do it. I could see him taking a steroid
Bro,
or two,
he's totally taking
bro.
more than
Oh,
just
Steve will do
steroids.
it, take steroids, but Bradley Martin doesn't.
Oh God, no, bro. No, definitely not. No.
Steve's an animal. Like, honestly,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
so I don't like being a goofy goober when it comes to drinking, but like
Yeah.
in St. Cloud here, it's a competition. So I saw his I think it was a handle of Jack Daniels he slammed.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, let's take some baby steps. Let's see if we can
Yep.
take down a whole liter of Pink Whitney. So in 3 beer bongs, I was like, okay, let's go. But I definitely blacked out that night.
Really?
My one friend Lily, so she told me the next morning, she's like, hey, do you remember what happened? And I was like, no, I remember leaving and that's it. She said I tried ordering over $200 worth of Taco Bell and then she stopped me. And I would have been so pissed if I woke up in the morning and saw
Yeah.
$200 from Taco Bell.
Do you know what exactly you were trying to order?
I
Were you
have no
trying to order
clue.
the taco bundle?
Probably.
Because those taco
12
bundles
taco
actually
boxes.
do have a good deal.
But $200 worth of them?
$200 worth,
Bro.
you would be set for like the next 2 weeks. That amount of
2
tacos.
weeks.
I don't think I want to. We eat 2-week tacos. Those sound pretty nasty at that point.
Just freeze them up, bro. Just throw them in the freezer.
I mean,
Freeze
honestly,
them up.
if I woke up the next morning, I had made that purchase, I'm definitely throwing over half of it in the freezer. I'm going to force myself to eat
Oh, yeah,
the
bro.
past 2 weeks.
Serious.
You're gonna regret both your decisions from that night, and you're never gonna forget that shit after eating
I'm not
Taco
gonna
Bell
lie.
for 2 weeks straight.
I'm not going to lie. I never really started eating Taco Bell until I came to college.
Dude, Taco Bell is
Really?
fucking fire.
Me
It
too,
smacks.
honestly, me
So
too.
it kind of reminds me, like why I started getting into Taco Bell is because I watched a Family Guy episode where Meg started drinking, and like Lois, she confronted Peter, and she's like, "I think our daughter's an alcoholic." She's like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And Lois is like, "I found this in her room.
Oh my
It was a
God.
bag of Taco Bell." And Peter was like, "Oh, my daughter's a drunk." And I was like, "Yeah, I can relate to that."
And you're like, yeah, I need to go get Taco Bell to be a drunk. That's why you went there.
Yo, unpopular opinion, I think Taco John's is better. Not like
The
as a-
Oli's.
Only
The
the
Oli's,
Olays.
yeah.
Olays.
Only the Olays. Their actual
Olays.
tacos
See?
are kind of whack.
No, you
bro.
know
Well, they're
Also,
okay.
they
Their
get
grilled
the
chicken
fried
burrito
chicken,
is
bro.
so good. Like I feel like they have a better quality in like content.
But the Dorito Loco?
yes, Taco Bell has better variety. I will give them that.
I'd say Taco
So-
Bell has better tacos, but the fried chicken at Taco John's is smack.
Who gets
So
fried
what do you-
chicken at a taco shop, bro? You go to
So-
KFC
Yeah, that's a
or
little
Cane's,
iffy.
or you go to Chick-fil-A, or you go to
Popeyes?
KFC, or you go to
Try
Popeyes.
it, bro.
So you're saying
Or
that?
fucking Quick Trip at that point.
Quick Trip, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Gilberto's?
Gilberto's
I had
is
some
gas.
literally yesterday. Absolute amazing breakfast
Yes, sir.
burritos that could be a little cheesier. They could add a little
Ooh,
bit more
yeah.
queso.
Breakfast
but you know what?
even.
That shit smacks, and I will stand behind that.
Gilberto's
You ever had the,
smash.
I did not
you
know
ever
they had
the,
breakfast shit.
Arizona burrito?
Nah, what's that?
Oh, it's potatoes, steak, and cheese.
See, I go for the
Ooh.
Autobata. I go for the
Oh,
Autobata
yes,
burrito.
bro.
What's that?
What's that one?
It's like pork, guac, pico, and cabbage.
oh,
So it's not too bad. I'm not
their,
a big pico
their
man
steak
myself.
tacos are pretty good too. They're
Yeah.
like super authentic.
There's
Okay.
I've tried a lot of things on Gilberto's menu, and there's really not one thing that I can say like, yeah, like say meh to. I like everything on the menu.
Yeah.
And I actually saw someone like pulled up to the window, the drive-thru, and there was like a sign saying if you pay for card, it's gonna be an extra $1 to like
Yeah,
pay
it's
with
like a
card.
3%
Really?
fee or something.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
you
I
saw
don't see I
that.
don't see that.
I don't doubt it, because fucking... Well, the Southtown Liquor does the same thing. If you pay with your
No.
card, they push the
Yeah.
card button. Yep.
Wow.
I didn't
Yes,
see
they do.
that.
Promise.
I
I've definitely noticed how if I pay with card at Southtown,
Yep.
it costs a little extra.
It's like
That's
2 or
whack.
$3 more, I promise. Yeah.
Coburn's liquor, baby.
Yep.
really.
Yeah, but it's so far.
I like West Side Liquor.
What?
They have a whole lot of like clearance options and like.
Yeah, that's literally
Ooh.
the same brand as Coburn's. They have the same
Really?
deals and everything.
Oh,
Really?
Huh.
Coburn's and West Side are the same thing. Same thing with
Didn't know that.
Cashwise.
Shit.
They're the same branch.
Really?
Like if you go and you so if West Side has an ad and Coburn's doesn't, you can come and say, "Can I price match
Yeah.
with West Side?" Yeah, we'll do that.
You could
lit.
you can do that anywhere though.
Not
Where?
quite.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
can.
you can go to like PX.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could.
let's say PX. I'm like, oh, Southtown. Can you price match? They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, they will.
I don't
Why
know
not?
that.
At PX, no
Why
way,
wouldn't you?
Maybe.
PX would all day.
Think so?
I don't know if it works at PX would know how to do that, to be honest.
You just.
Unless Rick was there. Maybe.
What are you
Rick-
talking
do you
about?
mean?
Know
They just
how to
type
do
the-
that.
they just type the
in
price
price
in, yeah.
anyways.
I guess that's true.
It's not like it's a machine like, oh, let me look up how much that is.
They don't scan
Well, I don't know if they
anything.
would, like, do
Probably
that,
not.
you know what I mean?
All the
Like-
prices are literally on.
Yeah,
the
Southtown doesn't do it
bottles.
either. They just type it in. Oh, $4.99. Nope, 6.21.
On that one.
21.
Tell me around.
Yo, question.
Let's hear
So,
it.
have you guys ever messed around with psychedelics at all, or just like anything of that sort?
I have never.
Not necessarily.
Really?
No, not really.
What about you?
I feel like I'm a lone ranger on this. So
Nah,
how about you,
a
Josh?
little bit.
So,
What you got?
what's a little bit for you?
What do you mean?
Like, what have you tried, and what are your experiences?
A little here.
Yeah, a little here, a little there.
here, a little
I
there.
don't really like people knowing my business too much, but I will say that from the few times that I've tried different types, they've definitely been like an out of body experience. Like you do it, and like the whole time you're just, at least for me, other people might have different experiences, but like for me, like the whole time I was just vibing, and like this one time there's a little fucking octopus on a table, and dude, for literally like half an hour, I literally thought that bitch was alive, and it was like moving around and like dancing to the music.
It's
and
like
shit.
swirling.
Yeah, dude, it was like twirling and moving its arms. It was just a little fucking drawing because the next morning I looked at it and I was like, that's not the same octopus.
That's just not how I thought it was.
This octopus is whack, bro. but no, dude, the whole time I was just vibing and just having a really good time, and that's kind of been the both times, which is why I've kind of been wary to do anything again, because I know it is pretty likely to have bad experiences and it to go from like high to low really quick,
Yeah,
just off of one weird thing. I mean, you could get a weird breeze in your room, and you'll get a weird vibe. You'll get, if the lights, like the sunlight goes down, you'll get a weird vibe. Like, it's just
Yep.
weird shit like that
Yeah,
affects you
that's true.
so heavily, and how it can go from up to down really quick.
Yep.
At least that's how it was for me.
No, you're definitely not wrong about that. You can be pretty triggered real quickly.
Yeah.
This is fair.
I'd say roughly about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I tried DMT like truly for the first time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Absolutely insane. Okay, so here's how this went. So,
Okay, Joe
sat in
Rogan.
Let's go,
I
buddy.
sat in my room, and so I took like 2 fat rips, and then I played this song called "In the Name of Love." I felt like it'd be a pretty good song to start off with, and so right away, I saw this like stone pillar pull out of my wall. It's the same stone pillar I've seen on acid before too. It was kind of
Yeah.
And so it had like orange glowing letters around it. And it was rotating, and I was like, I don't know what this means, but I feel like I've seen this before. And then eventually, this like tall, divine, feminine, elven mother goddess. I don't even know how to describe it, but she just like appeared in the like the left corner of my room. Was just insanely tall, and so before she like really appeared, I felt this like intense like atmospheric pressure kind of come down onto me, and then so after that, I'm like trying to look at her face, but it's just like a fuckery of geometrical rainbow shapes and everything, and so I'm like trying to talk to her, but I couldn't really talk, and so she like looks at me, and then she like kind of like came over me with like a bubble of energy. It felt like she was like hugging me almost. And so I was like sitting there in like a meditative like position, and she was like moving my arms around. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but like every movement she made me like move was like it felt super symmetrical and like not forced. Like I could feel
Like
it
natural, yeah. Yep.
I had that feeling that like if I wanted to, I could like stop her from moving my arms, but like she just gave me such a warm, like loving and embracing and inviting feeling. It was just amazing. But then it gets crazier. So then she like goes back to the corner of the room, and then she like summons a bunch of like tiny versions of her, and then they all like come rushing at me, and they grab my neck and my heart, and then they pull out this like black sludge. I saw this like bubble just like come out from me, and then they ate it. Like they just made it disappear.
Interesting.
And then after that, she like, I'd say telepathically told me, 'cause she couldn't like talk. It was kind of just vibes.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, you take life too seriously. You need
Damn.
to engage more in your like childlike energy. I want you to stand up and dance right now." And so I stood up, and I was doing like Tai Chi or whatever, dancing for a while. And then eventually I kind of like came back to reality, and I went up and found my roommate, and I was like, "Yo, you are not gonna believe what I just happened to me in the past like 15 minutes." It was
Right,
max
because it's not
15
that
minutes.
long
Yeah,
for
it's not that long
DMT,
of an
right?
experience.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, that sounds similar to stuff that I've heard, stuff about like experiencing like entities and stuff like that. So it sounds pretty similar, yeah.
But you were talking about something on the way here with like psychedelics and shit, right?
Yeah. Okay, so have you guys ever heard of the stoned ape theory?
I haven't heard
I
about it
haven't.
until the way here.
Okay.
But
So like, it makes a lot of sense, but I'm not like fully immersed in it yet. So essentially, in a 2 million year span, what we'd call a chimpanzee and to us experienced a quantum leap in consciousness. So essentially, our brains expanded by roughly like 3 times the size, and so this led to things like increased visual activity, which would like lead to like different food diversity and things that we like seek out and like to enjoy more so, and kind of like experience some like greater arousal, which would lead to like a larger expanded gene pool, and on top of that would just in general have you experience a lot more like altered states, which would lead to things like art and like spirituality,
Sure.
and just increase like neural connections.
So they're like growing their knowledge kind of in
It's
their
like
brain
more,
or
it's
what?
more
Yeah,
neurons
yeah.
and like more like synapses like connect together and fire basically, you know what I mean? It's like
Interesting.
expanding your intelligence basically.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it makes quite a bit of sense to me because I know like
it's interesting.
back
yeah.
in high school, I had tried mushrooms for the first time ever, and I experienced what people call an ego death. It's like a complete separation from your ego. And so back in high school at one point in time, I was at what I'd call the absolute lowest I've ever been mentally, like literally distraughtly depressed. And
Rock
then-
bottom.
Yup. And so me and my boy Fisher, we went out to his farm. We were hanging out with his goats, and then we took shrooms. And then at some point in time, we go back. We're making like Campbell's soup next to this little barrel fire he's got going on, and we're watching the stars. And then we like watched a dragon form in the stars at the same time, and we were just talking to it. I don't remember what he was saying, but like it was just insane. And then eventually, as I was looking at the ground, so imagine the ground's just pitch black dark. You know when you drop like a water droplet on like a still river, you see the little ripple? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Every time I stepped down, I would see that ripple, but it'd be
see
like
that, yeah.
rainbows. And then
Funny.
eventually, I got like stuck. Like I was staring at the stars, and then something just came over me, and I would call it disassociating. It's when you kind of like just forget everything that's going on around you. You're just in a complete like mental
when
mindset.
disconnect
Where
from your body.
Yeah. And so something told me that hey, you need to love yourself more. And it's you are not allowed to move until you start to love yourself more. So it felt like I was watching a movie of everything I'd been through ever. And then eventually I just started crying and I was like, wow, I think this is what it feels like to experience self-love.
I hate to interrupt you, but Josh, you need to know how to flush your damn toilet.
Oh,
Wow.
Flush it.
called out
What
live.
happened, Josh?
Hey man, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. You know what I mean?
Corn in there too.
Maybe the toilet paper isn't just for Mankato.
Damn, yeah. What the hell,
Just
Josh?
Do you have a little shortage of TP here or what?
No, there's a shit ton of TP here.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually have TP supply. It's random.
Yeah.
It's literally.
Too, 'cause there's a bunch of pubes on the toilet.
You're just out
Hey
this
man,
right
I
now.
don't give a fuck.
Hey, are you gonna use the bathroom or just keep fucking open the door?
Toilet's clogged.
Oh,
Well
my
then
God.
fucking unclog it,
Jeez.
bitch.
Never mind.
Did you say never mind?
Yeah, dude. Did he
Oh,
fix
it
it?
did.
or
Oh,
what?
it
Did it even
went
clog itself?
down after I pressed the flush button.
Yeah.
Maybe you just had to slam the door harder. Maybe it unclog again.
I think.
What the fuck?
victory is hitting him.
What the fuck? Yeah, bro, the dragon fruit mojito is hitting him hard.
Well,
bro.
honestly, this is so damn good. I'm 100% gonna eat the dragon fruit.
I slammed that.
Yeah, the dragon fruit's really good, bro.
The seeds are getting to me.
I've been poking it out, bro.
I don't know about the seeds. That's
No,
what's
bro,
getting to
just
me.
eat it like a fucking
What's
man.
nice though is about the dragon fruit. Honestly though, you could probably make a second drink out of it. You could probably get 2 drinks out of it.
Just
Yeah.
pour the same shit in the same glass because of the fruit.
Honestly,
Yeah,
you might as well.
You probably
Definitely
could. I have all the material.
definitely could. Do you have any? You don't have any pets right now. No.
No, okay.
Did you have anything growing up though, or no?
Yeah, I've always lived with a dog.
Oh, really?
So back in Shakopee, we had this dog named Taz, and so I lived with them pretty much my entire life, even in Minneapolis and everything.
All right, yeah.
And so when we moved there, they said we couldn't have dogs over 40 pounds. And so we had to let someone else take him, and I guess he became a breeder dog at a farm. So I haven't seen him since. Actually,
Damn.
low-key pretty sad.
shit.
But,
Yeah.
back at home now, I've got a miniature pinscher named Tilly. She's 10 years old, same birthday on Halloween and everything. It's pretty fucking weird.
Because that's when
I
your
love
birthday
it.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
wild. Holy crap.
I remember that.
You know, as a kid, Halloween as a birthday was pretty whack, but
I believe it.
now that I'm 21, it's always a full sin. I know
I mean, that
something.
sounds
is.
pretty
Oh,
wild.
yeah.
Yeah, because I always felt for that kid that had their birthday on Christmas, because then they just got one gift instead of 2.
Yeah, I feel bad for Mitchell.
Yeah.
That's how Mitchell is.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitchell Evans is like that too. I
Oh,
forgot
and
about Mitchell.
Deon.
Yeah.
Or, the other.
The other
friend,
Dion's birthday is
Yeah.
on. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I forgot about that.
But you're
Too.
not.
forget about
So,
that.
did you have any pets growing back at home or what?
I had 2 goldfish growing up. Yes, sir. Actually, sorry, I misspoke. A goldfish and a beta fish. Let's be
You really
clear.
never
I
any cats
had,
or
Oh,
dogs?
sorry, 2 beta fish. So
2
funny
betas.
story. Funny
You probably
story.
ate your goldfish
I've
or what?
nope. So I got the goldfish when I was really little in preschool. So our preschool had a bunch of them, right? And they gave them
Yeah.
out to us at the end of the school year.
What the heck?
Super dope. So brought it home. I bought a $5 fish tank and bought some $2 little rocks put in there. Whatever. I was 3 years old. I have no idea.
And I had.
And
You had
that
3, huh?
that night the fish died.
That sucks.
So my dad went to
Sad
the
story.
fish store at 7 a.m. when it opened and replaced it. And I had no idea until
a tricky Josh
7 years
right
ago.
And I had.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking
I had
legendary.
I had a pet dog. His name is Cooper. He was a pug, and I'm actually wearing a necklace around my neck right now that has his ashes in it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
brought it home.
I remember that.
When I went home for Easter, I was like, I'm gonna
Wow.
take him back home.
That's sick.
It would have been his 18th birthday on the 1st of
Sad.
April.
That's sad.
I miss him every single day.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
hard to
Hey,
go over the
R.I.P.
first
Like
time.
I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, losing a pet, everyone there's that common excuse. It's just a pet.
Well,
And I'm
that's-
like,
No.
and do not say that to the wrong person
Oh,
because
yeah.
if you say that to the wrong person, it really hits them hard.
Oh yeah, no, you
An
can't
animal, a dog is more than just a dog. It
Oh, yeah.
it is
Should
a
be,
family
should
member.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
I think the only maybe the goldfish is the only exception to the rule. But otherwise, even
Oh, yeah.
bunnies. I had a friend in 5th grade that had a bunny that passed away, and he was heartbroken, bro. I guess he was in 5th grade, but
Well,
still,
you just get attached to these
Of course,
animals,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I mean,
course.
it's kind of hard to get.
It just
past
really
your
hurts me when
goldfish.
people say it's just a pet. Like, do not say that.
Mm-mm.
because you don't
I
know
agree.
that person, you don't know the relationship, how much they rely on that pet.
Well,
Yeah,
especially
like my
if it's like
dog-
a dog or something like that. You know.
My dog grew up with me.
Right.
Like, I was a toddler. I was 5 years old
Yeah.
when we got him.
Right.
And he grew up with me until I was 19 years old. And when he passed away that one day, like, I fell into a depression. Like, it was just really... It was heartbreaking.
Yo, I'm about to do that too, Deon. That seltzer in this dragon fruit is going to be
Pretty
a
solid.
great idea. You're probably hearing that right now on the podcast.
You
Like,
know what? Fuck it.
It probably
yeah,
smells
buddy.
it.
Yeah,
It
no,
probably
I
sounds
completely
good.
resonate with your whole
it's-
story about your
a
dog.
little bit of
'cause,
ASMR right now, bro.
So when Taz got taken away, like I originally made myself this promise, which has probably like held me back from experiencing like closer bonds. But I said until
Sure.
I ever see you again, I'm never gonna call someone else my best friend. And then I bawled my eyes out as I watched them leave. And just
Damn.
animals have always been a pretty large part of my life. And so
Absolutely.
I actually I didn't switch my major, but I switched what I wanted to go into. So
What did you go into St. Cloud wanting to do right
so
away?
I went there wanting to do botany, and I realized their botany program was absolute dog water.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let's do
Yeah.
something else. And so did some soul searching for a bit, and
Fucking hot dog water.
now I want to go into wildlife conservation. So
That
Oh,
could
that
be
sounds
cool.
for like a
dope.
career, I see myself going into like animal sanctuary or like maybe fostering dogs.
So you're gonna
helping
be
them.
like a DNR person.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to like help rehabilitate animals and get them to be like their absolute like most golden self.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you thinking more like wildlife animals or more so the, pets that are supposed to be household pets that don't have a home?
So wherever I end up living, I do want to
That's
do
fair.
like some fostering of dogs, just
Yeah.
so I can like have some experience. But
Oh, yeah.
I do want to try some like not so atypical animals and like try to experience like a little bit more of the actual like wild side of the animal kingdom.
Yeah. Because I just thought of 2-year-old Barry thing too on going into the woods and whatever too. So I feel like that might have almost influenced you to do that too. Like even, I don't know, taking care of the trees that might not be here tomorrow. Or the plants and stuff like that too. Because I know there's a couple natural places even by our high school that we took nature walks in like science class in like 9th grade and same kind of thing. Oh, this berry and oh, this is a oak tree and this is this kind of leaf and whatever. We thought it was dumb back then, but. When we went to Florida, there was this random tree in the backyard, and someone's like, huh, what tree is that? And I'm like, huh, now I want to fucking know, bro. Now I wish I would have paid attention to figure out what the fuck this was. But luckily, I found this app, and it literally is like, it's like a tree or plant app. So you take a picture with it on your phone, I don't know if you've seen these or not, Deon. but
100%.
Yeah, I've
Dr.
never
Cook showed
even...
me a couple of those apps actually.
Yeah? Oh, really? Yeah.
Let me try it out.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to work on a vape or anything like that, but... Or the dragon
we
fruit.
used one of those apps in
Yeah.
Florida, though. Yeah.
Yep, I used
like
it in
that one.
Florida because there's this little baby tree and someone's like, "Oh, it's a banana tree," and someone's like, "Oh, it's whatever," and I'm like, "Fuck, I don't know what it is."
What
So
was it? Did
we
it
looked
actually
at it. It was a
tell
baby coconut tree.
Oh, right.
So it was
Baby
like,
coconut tree?
yeah, so it was a little bit taller than my laptop, but it was like just planted. You know what I mean? It was in a little pot and shit, and then they take it out and replant it after a couple of years.
She had mangoes and shit. in
She had an actual avocado tree in the backyard.
avocado tree,
And
that's
where was
right.
this?
In our Airbnb.
in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There was actually a house behind us, behind the backyard we saw. They had a roof, and one of the trees was a banana tree. So we saw these big ass yellow things, like on the top of the roof across the house. And someone's like,
Right, dude, I
"Oh,
forgot
what the
about
fuck
that.
is that?" And I'm like thinking, "Oh, it's a boomerang or something." Someone's like, "No, bro, there's more in the tree. It's like a banana tree." That would be dope to have
That's
a banana
kinda
tree in your yard, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I don't
kind of
know when-
dangerous too, though, bro. I mean,
You
you're
probably
just
get some weird
cutting your
critters
lawn
coming,
or
bro.
something, and all of a sudden,
Banana falls
boom!
under, that's
Yeah.
not gonna hurt that much. It's just
You,
banana.
you have a little banana smoothie all over your
Yeah, bro,
your,
a little
yard or
banana
whatever.
split on your
Yeah,
forehead.
exactly like it's fucking Mario Kart gonna be slipping around in your yard because you have bananas in it.
Lawnmower races
I
or
forget
something.
exactly what it's called. I think it's called like tree graphing. But so if they belong to like the same group of like actual like anatomical trees, you can get them to produce more than just that fruit. So like okay,
Really?
Yeah.
So I think it's called like palms. So like that's like apples and like different stone fruits. You can get a whole bunch of those. But I'll do some research. Apparently this guy has like 32 different fruit tree, like all from like the same trunk. Like it probably took like over 10 years worth of work, 100%. But like, you know how insane that'd be to be like, hey, fuck the free food market. We're gonna go out here to my own free food market.
Right,
Like, I
exactly.
got fucking bananas right here, mangoes right here, sour sauce
Yeah.
and all that shit.
Because I used to have raspberries in our backyard through up until freshman year of high school when we moved. But that shit was dope. Every summer there just was like raspberries in the backyard. I mean, do the fucking slip and slide or swing on the swings and grab some raspberries and try not to get fucking poked with the thorns and shit. But it's fine, and go back and swing on the swings again. Bro.
All right,
Yeah.
serious question here. Who has seen the new Kong vs. Godzilla movie?
I watched
hasn't?
that roughly 3 days ago.
Really?
Have you seen the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Do not spoil anything.
Okay,
right now.
so here's what I need to hear from everybody, and then I want to hear Deon's opinion as if he hasn't seen the movie. Actually, you know what? As if you haven't seen the movie and you don't know what happens, who do you think, even if the movie said it the other way, who do you think would win in a fight?
Do not ask him that because he's seen it, so he's obviously gonna pull some like I've seen it, so I'm kind of gonna lean this way, and that's gonna spoil it.
I
I'm
can give you a
spoil
an
it.
honest
I do not
opinion.
want any spoilers right now. Okay, I've been at a
honest-
fight with one of my best friends since 2nd grade back in 2005. We always talked who would win in a fight between Godzilla and King Kong. I do not want any motherfucker spoiling it right now.
Okay, so
Anybody who
absolute
spoils
zero
it is gonna get
spoiler.
strangled
I
Okay.
got
right
you.
now.
I got you.
Go-
So with
go back
no
to the back.
bias at all whatsoever.
Go to the
Yeah,
back.
no bias.
What'd you think about before you
So
saw it?
before
Going
I saw
into
it, immediately in my mind, I was like, okay, so he's a monkey. This is a fucking dinosaur with like lasers coming out of his mouth. I'm
So-
pretty sure.
My first question is, are they like actually fighting? What's actually going on in this movie, bro? Because I was gonna watch it.
Stop
and-
spoiling
okay.
it!
That's
not a
it.
spoiler.
No.
It's not a
So,
spoiler.
okay,
What's the trailer? The listeners at home need to hear. If you don't need to hear, skip 5 minutes
So
ahead.
here's the whole thing. Yeah, it's Kong versus Godzilla, and they're fighting. Obviously, there's a lot more like backstory and shit to it.
Yeah, an actual
I haven't
story,
seen the movie.
obviously.
There's obviously
They're just pissed at
more
each other,
story.
and
Yeah.
one's bigger than the other, and they want to fight. Okay,
They fight.
cool.
Yeah, whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
Politics,
the point is,
no? Okay.
Godzilla versus Kong. Who wins in a straight up 1v1 fight? No humans interacting or fucking with them. 1v1 in the fucking cage. Fucking Conor McGregor style.
Back to
Who
Deon.
wins?
What you got?
So
I swear to
okay,
God, if you
okay.
spoil it right
Shut
now,
up, Justin.
wrangle
He's
you.
not gonna spoil it. He's not gonna spoil it.
One thing I hate, it's spoilers.
Oh,
Now
I
maybe you should
with
spoil
no
it.
bias aside from what I said earlier.
La 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 la
Laser beams is not gonna happen. I'm sorry, Kong. You got the opposable thumbs, but really, is it gonna happen? But okay, if I really think about it though, just think about it for a second. Like you said, in the cage, Conor McGregor style.
No.
Who's gonna
AKA
pull up
getting
what?
knocked out by Dustin Poirier.
Nate Robinson style. Anyways.
Yeah.
I never really explored the idea of like Godzilla versus Kong, but kind of speaking on the movie without any spoilers, I feel like they definitely needed to add a lot more backstory on Godzilla. Like they
Well,
kind of
that was the previous movie though, the Kong movie.
okay.
Oh, what? The Skull Island movie?
Yeah, the
Was
Skull
that
Island
actually
one.
related to this movie? I didn't
Yeah,
know that. Oh,
it was
Well,
the
no.
same fucking monkey.
Well, they had a lot of backstory on Kong, but they didn't really provide as much as I would like to have
as
seen
like
for
in the
Godzilla.
movie. Oh yeah.
They
I feel like
definitely-
everybody knows who Godzilla is. You know what I mean? Like
Bro, we know who they both are. They've been around since sliced bread, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true too.
But all I'm
I mean,
saying
sometimes
is-
it depends on the Godzilla mythos. You know what I mean?
Godzilla, he's got all these lasers and like claws on his back, and he can like fly and shit.
Wait, Godzilla can fly?
Did you see?
No,
Have
he
you seen
can't.
that meme?
No.
I have
Have you
not.
seen that meme where they're both like fucking cartoon characters and Godzilla he shoots a laser out of his eyes and then he's like, quick, while he's down, and he fucking goes to double kick him and he hovers like 40 feet just on his tail and like kicks the
No,
off.
I haven't seen
What
it.
the fuck?
Bro, it's
No, I
fucking
haven't seen
hilarious. But maybe he can't do that. But
Maybe you can.
I think, in my opinion, I think Kong would be
I
the
vote
victor
Kong, too.
because I feel like he's got the brains because he's not a fucking dinosaur. Whereas, Godzilla, yeah, he's got lasers, but I don't know how. Does he got good targeting? I don't know. How's his hand-eye coordination?
So I feel like Kong is also more light and he can like move around way faster. Like like he's swinging around vines and in the jungle and shit, bro.
Well, there's no vines in the cage,
No, but he
though.
can still move around.
There's no
quickly, bro.
vines in the fucking
I feel like
skyscrapers
Godzilla-
either.
I feel like Godzilla is much slower than Kong.
Here's the most unbiased opinion you'll ever hear. So that's why I asked, like, are they actually fighting or what? I have no idea what's going on in any of these movies, bro. I know fucking King Kong on, the Empire State Building, whatever.
Yeah.
That
Chrysler Building.
There you go. Fucking, 1923, whenever
Oh,
that
there
movie
was
came
like
out.
2005
There you go.
Black
Yeah,
1930?
that was Empire State
Dude,
Building.
that was a good ass movie, by the way.
Anyways.
Yeah, like literally, like they're saying it's Kong versus Godzilla. I thought Kong died in the 2005
Well,
one.
that's obviously its own thing.
That's
Maybe
a
you gotta
different
watch
one.
it.
And if I just
There
spoiled
could
it
be
for
more than
people who
one
haven't
King
seen the
Kong.
2005 movie Sucks to Suck,
it's-
you've
yeah,
had
that was
16. Shut the fuck up.
That was 2005.
If I just spoiled the 2005 King Kong movie, it sucks to sucks. You've had 16 years to see
Dude,
it, bitch.
I was gonna go
you've
back
been
to
sitting
the
on your
first
ass,
one.
eating Cheetos on your mom's couch. You should have seen that by
Hey,
now.
well, you've had like 5 days to watch this movie. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
literally
true.
everywhere.
5 days. That's
5
That's
whole
a
days,
long
Justin.
time.
5 days versus 16 years. Fuck off.
I mean, hey, spoilers aside, I think it's pretty clear who'd win in a cage match. But
I really have no idea.
Well,
okay,
in a
okay.
cage match, I think I might take Godzilla.
Dude, his
Let's
bro,
Godzilla.
do Godzilla's lasers like shoot fire? Do they even do anything?
I feel like it's like
Lasers, bro.
really hot compressed fire.
kind of
Yeah.
like Superman's, or
Yeah,
what?
kinda like
Yeah,
Superman.
something like that.
Does it
I
even,
wanna know if
does it
there
even
was-
affect a 10-story gorilla? Like, that's my question.
I wanna know-
I feel like it probably would.
So what I really want to know is before the movie came out, if you guys know DraftKings or mybookie.ag, I wonder if there was like a betting odds,
Oh my
like
God.
see who would
Oh,
win,
that's
Godzilla
funny.
or Kong, and I want to know who the favorite was.
Well, so you know who won, right, Justin?
No, and shut the fuck up.
We're gonna title this "Ruining King Kong versus Godzilla."
You fuckers spoil. I
Absolutely
will
just
break
crushing
this
Justin's
empty
dreams.
bottle over your fucking head.
Yeah, it's a tie. They both die. Anyways, nah, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen it at all, Justin.
That's definitely not.
I was
what
gonna
it
say
is.
I haven't
There's
seen
no-
Whatever
any
it is,
of
though,
any of
whatever
it.
it is.
Bro.
I'm seeing it on Saturday, so fuck off.
There you go. Are you going to a theater or what? Huh?
Going to the theater.
There you go. The good old theaters are back
Let me
open.
just pull up Kong spoilers.
La 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 la.
Kong last 2 minutes of movie.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see if King Kong or Godzilla lasts longer than Ben
I
Askren.
kind of
did
forget
against Jorge
that.
Masvidal.
I kind of forget that the theaters are moving, or not moving, but they're
Open
going to be
again?
more open and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has COVID affected your work or anything at
What's-
all,
wait,
Deon?
what's that?
Actually, yeah. Okay, so originally I was working on the greenhouse on campus.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
so COVID dropped, and they're like, "Oh, you can't be in there."
Damn.
And so that kind of fucked me for a while. But like now at Lily's Wings, things are pretty smooth. Not
Oh,
gonna
that's where
lie.
because you were working on Insomnia, right? For a
Yeah,
little
so I
bit?
went from
Yeah.
the Insomnia to Noodles and Company to Lily's
Oh,
Wings.
yeah.
Because Lily's Wings is a lot of catering. Shout out to them. They got some damn good wings.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, our motto is size matters 100%.
There you go.
Truth right there. But
Their pulled
Yeah.
pork's pretty good too.
I
You
forgot.
know,
Booyah.
we make most of our money off catering. So hey, if you want to go ahead and rent a truck or even the bus,
truck?
let me know. I can get it set up for you.
Where have you been to businesses catering for them or no?
So far, I've done one cater because I started
Okay.
maybe a month ago.
Oh yeah, sure.
I went to some, I think it was a wrestling tournament in
Oh,
either
okay.
Foley or I forget where it might have been.
Oh, that's dope.
But it
That's
was
right
pretty
down your.
solid.
That's right up your alley, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
100%.
sir.
Like had a little break. I had to go watch some wrestling. Some kid got absolutely bodied. It was so fun.
Really?
I was like, send that kid to the hospital.
That's funny.
Get him a fucking tent, bro.
Because I know my old job, Marco Technologies. I'm sure they still cater from them. They get it like once a week, every Wednesday from 11 to 1 p.m. or something. Jesus
Yeah, no,
Christ!
they got some really solid food. I'd say okay.
Dude, Lily's Wings.
Don't
are
do a podcast
fat.
with
Like,
two drunk
they are-
idiots.
They are. Lily's Wings are fat with a pH. In a good way.
With the pH.
I'm not sure if you like our guys. If you guys are big spice guys, but
I love
our apple
spice.
honey habanero sauce,
I've had that.
absolute gas. It's the
Smack,
perfect limit between
smack,
sweet and
smack.
spicy. Love it.
Huh.
Put it on pretty much anything.
See, I'm scared to try the hottest one. It's 100% pain because I know
Oh, fuck
because
that.
I've had the 100% pain hot sauce and I was miserable for the next hour.
Bro, okay, so I've tried it before, back before I worked there. Never again. But get this though. So they have this sauce called the Source. Actually, no, it's not a sauce. It's an extract. It's 7.1
it's an
million
extract.
Scoville.
1 point what?
7.1 million. And so back at the old location, he had one of his employees try it. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." He's like, "Oh, really?"
Oh, God.
Takes a toothpick, dips it in the sauce,
Just
wipes
a
it
tiny
down.
bit.
Yes, and then wiped it down. had him touch it to his tongue.
Ugh.
Dude was crying for like 20 minutes.
Yep.
He literally paid, I think it was like $20 for like a cup of milk because he was in that much pain.
Fuck,
See,
man.
I was at one time. I went to Firehouse back before COVID. They had like the hot sauce display. You can try all these.
Oh yeah.
And like I saw their hottest one. I was like, yeah, big deal. And I like tried, and they're just like, as I was like touching it, oh no, and I like took it. I was like, yeah, what? And then like 5 seconds later, I was like, holy shit, I
You're
fucked
dead?
up. And guess what?
Holy
I
shit,
got a
fucked
free
up.
bottle of water.
That's weird.
Really?
They just gave me a free bottle of water because
Doesn't
of my,
water make
because
it worse
If
too?
it does.
It does.
It does.
It
It
still
does.
helps. It still helps.
I was gonna say it kind of
No,
helps.
but
I
I like
guess.
swallow it, so I would
But
like
it doesn't actually help.
I would
Yeah.
swish it and then spit it out.
Yeah, it's like instant
Smart
relief. It doesn't
man.
actually help.
I got a free
but-
bottle of water off of it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Woo!
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Justin Cadenaz at 1, Firehouse Subs in Glastonbury, Connecticut 0, and they're closed now because of it. They went out of business because they gave me a free bottle of water.
Do you just have a history of closing down businesses? I mean, first there was the hayride thing, and now there's this place, bro.
Wait,
Like,
what's up with this hayride?
He got a hayride
Hey,
closed.
listen to the last
Yeah, go back to the
episode.
last
Come on,
podcast to
alright,
catch
I'll
that
give it a
one.
listen.
Yeah, there's now an amusement park ride that is now down forever because of this man right
It's
here.
not an amusement park.
Oh, or yeah, you're right, but it's still a ride.
Wait, the Dead End hayride? Or
No.
No, it
No,
was.
no, no. You gotta go back. You gotta go back.
Yeah.
It's in Connecticut. Q-Tip missed it too. That's fine.
Wait,
You're
no,
not
I
the only
listened to the
one.
podcast. I don't remember.
He
listening
still
to that
missed
stuff.
it. Oh,
I don't even know
no,
how
he
I
fell
missed
asleep,
that.
dude. He
Golly,
I
fell
didn't
asleep.
fall asleep. I was awake the whole time.
fell
all right?
asleep.
So wait. So speaking of falling asleep, have you guys ever thought of starting a dream journal?
Starting
I
what?
A dream journal.
I have
A dream journal?
I have tried
Yeah.
to start multiple, and I have one dream. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write this one down, and then a month or two goes by, and I have like one dream like that where it's worth writing down, and then
And
it's
it's-
like, yeah, I wish I don't want to remember that dream again.
It's
Like I always
funny.
have bad
God
ones.
damn.
Like
It's,
I always have shit
It's
ones.
funny that you say that because my girlfriend, she spent the night last night, and she was like telling me that she had a dream journal, and she was telling me like she vividly remembered her dream for the last night. I'm like, how do you remember everything? She's like, because I have a dream journal, so
Yep.
now I
She's
remember
100%
everything.
correct about that.
Yep.
I've had a dream journal for the past 3 years, and I've wrote down literally every one. So, starting from 3 years ago to now, when I wake up, I literally remember pretty much every exact detail. Like,
That's crazy.
Like vividly.
yes, like I play it like a movie in my mind.
That's crazy.
That's super cool. That's actually
Some
dope as fuck.
dreams, some things about dreams, some of them just seem so real.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then,
Yeah.
like, you think it's so surreal, and then you wake up and you're like, yeah, it's just a dream.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, a lot of times when I wake up, I'm like, damn, well, that seems so real.
I'm like, why couldn't this be
Like,
real?
maybe sometimes.
I'd say the most recent dream I had that was like actually worth talking about. So this girl spent the night over at my place, and then so I thought I was still like awake and conscious, and so
Yeah.
for some reason in my mind I just knew that like this robot was gonna come to my door, and so I like stand up out of the bed, I walk to the door, and then I look at him. The robot's made a paperclip, so I grabbed the paperclip out of him, and then for some reason I like kami had the fuck out of him. Like I just shot a laser cannon out of my hands, just explodes. I walk back to my room, and then I see me laying down with the girl in my bed.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
That's
so
weird as hell.
I like walked over, and then I laid into my actual body, and then woke up, and I was
Damn,
like,
that is
"Holy
trippy as
shit!"
fuck. That's trippy as hell.
Nah, dreams are insane. Like,
Yeah,
I've
they're
had
trippy.
moving dreams
Fucking
before
ridiculous.
too. You ever had one of those?
Yes, I have I told my livid dream story on here or not?
Lucid, yeah.
Or my lucid dream
So
story?
one
Have you
dream-
lucid dreamed before or no?
Oh, 100%. But I
Yeah.
want to hear
They're
about
kinda
you guys
fun,
real
bro.
quick
So-
before I go off on a little spiel.
I've had 2 lucid dreams, 3 technically. The first one I remember was really weird. Like, I was the same kind of thing. I was in my bed, and this was the dream starting. I just was staring up, and then you can't move. Usually, it starts where you can't move, or there's something, right? It's the sleep paralysis first, most of the time for me at least, where I can't move or whatever. So the first time I remember it, I was in like 5th grade, and I just remember looking up at my ceiling, and all of a sudden the ceiling went like super high, like I was almost tripping on something for real. But no, it was just a dream, and I woke up and I was like, dude, what the fuck? But I had this one about a year and a half ago. This lucid dream is the best one I've had yet. So I'm at my new apartment, and I'm taking a nap after work or something for an hour. I was going to get up and go hang out and do a darty or something, right? This was last summer, 2 summers ago, one of the two. Taking a nap, and same kind of thing happened. I started dreaming, didn't know it right away, of course, but I like dreamed I was looking at myself sleeping, right? So I'm trying to move my body, can't move my body. All of a sudden I hear a pounding on my door. Like my apartment door, right? So I'm trying to get up, bro, to see, like, dude, what the fuck's going on and who is it and whatever, you know? I can't move. All of a sudden I finally get my leg and, like, moving my leg to kick it over my bed so I fall off. I roll over, fall off my bed, and I teleport right back on top.
What the fuck?
So I'm like, bro, what? So I do it again and move that one leg. That's the only thing I can move. Roll over my bed. Boom. Teleport back on top again. I'm like, damn, that's when it clicks. Ma'am, I'm dreaming. All of a sudden, I teleported to a hotel, bro. I don't know where I teleport to a hotel. I'm on the 20th story of this hotel. It's like me. I remember Brad for sure, and it was like, I don't know if it was Q-Tip Josh or Nick Fashing. I don't remember who it was either, but we're in this hotel, 20 stories up, all glass windows around us, right? There's no actual window frame. It's just like glass panes. Yeah, bro. Super dope. Like Minneapolis bougie shit, you know? And for whatever reason, I know it's a dream still, so I'm like, hey, you know what? Pick up the closest chair, toss it out the window, bro.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, all right, Brad, let's throw this couch out the window. We threw everything in the place out the window just because I knew I was dreaming. And after everything was out and all the windows were smashed, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go fly around for a little bit. Jumped out of the window, went straight down, you know, and kind of came up and glided along a little bit. And all of a sudden I saw this chick that was walking her bike home, right? So I swooped down and was walking with her. It's someone I knew. I don't remember. You always know the faces in your dream, even if you don't know them, you know? Have you heard that?
It's subconsciousness.
Yeah, so like I knew who it was, but I don't remember whose face it was. But we were walking, and all of a sudden this cop was questioning her, hey, where'd you get that bike from? And she's like, it's mine, and whatever. And all of a sudden I just remember, like, I had a gun in my pocket. So I was like, well, shit. Boom! Shot the cop, and we just kept walking, bro. Like, just, I got a gun. Poof! And we just kept walking and talking, and woke up. That was it. But I controlled, like, all of that. I was like, I got a gun, bro. Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot him. Well, I'm gonna go just throw all this shit off. Like,
lucid dreams are insane. Okay,
crazy.
I'd say the most recent one I had.
It was like GTA in a dream.
Oh, it was insane. So basically,
Oh my god.
I was out of nowhere teleported to the Owatonna State Fair, and so I was walking around, and then I see this like group of people inside of like this little like a tent, I'd say.
Okay.
And so they were all sitting down on these like weird special purple pillows, and they were all just sitting down there meditating. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with meditation at all, but we'll get to that.
Yep.
Yeah. So I started talking to this one dude, looks like a straight shaman, and he's like, "You finally arrived," and I was like, I guess I'm here. And he's like, hey, come sit with us. And then immediately I felt this like large, warm, loving embrace to go sit down. Everyone was just smiling, having a great time. And then this guy's like, all right, it's time to meditate. So I sat down, I started meditating, and then out of nowhere, I think about how for some reason I have to go run outside to get my clothes. Because I was just almost naked. I had like underwear on. That's about it.
Okay.
So I leave the tent. And so I'm just running, and out of nowhere, I'm in the highway, just running, no cars or anything. And then I see my body start to, like, rise up, and then I look down, and I still can see myself running in nothing but underwear.
Okay, yeah.
And so it feels like I was just, like, floating. Like, I was, like, in a weird, like, okay.
Third-person view almost.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how mine was.
So I was just, like, flying around, and eventually made it back to the tent, and I just felt like, literally, like, I was on drugs. Like, I was like, wow, I should not be this happy for no reason. And I was like, wait, I was just flying and I saw my body running. I'm literally in a dream right now.
Okay, that's when it clicked for you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and so then I went back in the tent and I started meditating, and then, like, I couldn't see my physical body, but I was, like, made of, like, strings of
just
energy.
like matter or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then, like, I kind of felt like my third eye was, like, cracking open. I was just, like, rising above the tent, and it just, like, was such a surreal experience. And then eventually people started leaving, and then they're like shutting down, and I was like, I'm not ready to leave. And then the shaman dude looks at it, or he looks at me, and he's like, your time has come. And then he pokes me in like the forehead, and then I wake up, and I was like, holy shit, I just meditated inside of a dream. And I want to see if I can like get that to happen again.
Yeah, well, that's dope. Cause did you do that? Yeah, you did that on purpose at that point. Once you realized it, yeah. It's always you realize it, and then that's when I started fucking throwing shit out a window, I guess. But yeah.
I've got this one app. Okay, I think it's called Aurora. Basically, it'll do a little ping sound. I have the totem pole sound, and so that sound is supposed to like help you remember to like do a reality check. So for me personally, I look at my fingers and then
Kind
I
of like
wiggle
Inception with the fucking tops and shit,
Yeah,
or what?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
okay, yeah.
exactly.
They're the dice, the way to die, the way to die. Okay.
And so in a dream, if I see that I have more than like 5 fingers in each hand, I know immediately that I'm dreaming. But ironically, the one time in a dream, maybe like 3 months ago, that I looked at my hands, I had 8 fingers in each hand, and for some reason, I didn't think, "Oh, I'm dreaming."
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought, "Oh no, I can't do my Naruto hand sign jutsus anymore." Bro, I tried them and I was like,
Yeah,
"This
it's
is
kinda
not
hard with
working."
8 fingers, yeah. That's
That's
hard.
funny.
I don't even know what what do you think you can do with 8 fingers? Do you think there's anything really?
There's probably a
Especially
lot you
you
can
can
do with
do
8 fingers,
Bro, I was gonna say, bro, you know what people can do with 2 fingers?
Oh yeah, okay, sure, maybe that. But
Takes
like, anything
fisting to a
else,
whole
though?
new level.
Well, you can probably hold like a shit ton of plates and cups, I guess. Yeah. What? If you have 8 fingers.
I think you can hold the same amount of plates, bro. How do you
I
hold
feel
more
like
than one plate
You
with
could
your
probably
hand?
stack them in between each finger if you got the
You
finger
probably do
strength
like
developed.
two. You probably
Dude,
do
if you're
one
holding
here.
baby plastic plates, bro, like maybe, like shit. I'm thinking like Red Lobster, hot as shit plates,
Well,
like
not a hot plate. Not
yeah,
like
well,
That might
big,
be doing
thick
the most right
glass,
there.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Thick
I
glass
think you can
plates,
do it. I
no,
think you can do it.
no way, bro. What are you trying to do right there, huh?
That's 8 fingers.
That's 8 fingers. Is that what you think it would look like though?
Would you have 2 pinkies?
Maybe.
Whoa.
You get, maybe
Well,
you get,
okay, so in my dream, I
maybe
had
two
like
here, 2 there.
a bunch of extra middle fingers, so I could just like flip people off.
Extra.
Interesting.
Wait, how can you have extra middle fingers when there's
I
only
don't
one
know.
middle finger, though?
They
Right.
were all the same size. I was in a dream. I mean,
That's interesting.
When you're
What-
in a dream, sometimes things don't really seem
Things
the
don't
way
Okay,
they
work out.
here's a real question. If we had 6 fingers, would we not have a
have
middle
2
finger?
middle fingers?
No,
Would we have
would we have
2
2 middle fingers or no middle finger?
That's a good question.
What do you guys think?
I think we had 2. Yeah.
I say 2 middle fingers.
I feel like this shit. Like, I don't know. It would look.
Like
It would look
peace.
better than that. It would look better.
Take
than
all my
Peace.
fingers. The only one I want to keep is my middle fingers.
that.
Yeah.
No, you
Take
wanna keep
my
your
thumbs.
Pinky, bro. Your pinky's
No.
really important.
Take every finger you want. All I want to keep is my middle finger, so I can tell people how I feel.
Yeah, you'd feel like that for a while if you only had your middle finger.
Oh yeah, look at you, little tough guy over there.
What the heck? Dude,
What the fuck?
Oh, that was cute.
All right, Deon. Here is our question that we
Yeah, we
saved.
needed-
We saved specially for you from this episode. So
you.
I may have an
we were gonna
accident.
tackle this last week, but we decided to wait for you and Q-Tip because we know Q-Tip is all about keeping up with those Kardashians. You know
That is
what I
not
mean?
true.
That is very true.
Very true.
Here we go.
this is unfounded.
What celebrity families / couples do you keep up with, and why do you care? What do you enjoy or get out of keeping up with them?
I don't really stay followed up on too many celebrities, but I'd say recently, Jordan Burroughs and his wife. So he's like a famous Olympic wrestler. Like he's an absolute staple.
I was gonna say I've never heard of him. Interesting.
And so just seeing the bond that he has with his children and just what they've gone through and what he's like taught them has been phenomenal. Because like I don't plan on having kids like literally anytime soon. Like,
Yeah.
not even close. But
That's fair. Yep.
wrestling's definitely one of those things I want to be able to like instill and teach to my kids
Yep.
because of like the genuine
Yeah.
like bonds that's helped me create it and like what I've actually learned from it. I'd say that, and this is definitely random, but I'd say like Megan Fox and MGK. So I'm
I've
not like
seen that
a
a little
huge MGK guy, but I do appreciate a lot of his music.
Yep.
And ever since watching that movie Jennifer's Body, I was like, there's something different about this woman. I don't know. I can't tell if it's good. I can't tell if it's bad, but something's going on that I need to find out.
What about that first Transformers movie? What was your thought
yeah.
about her in that one?
I liked
The
it,
bike scene.
but I
The
was
bike
like,
scene.
I don't know.
Or the one where she's changing the oil in the car?
Dude, hey, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Like the first like 2 or 3 Transformer movies, they're pretty good, bro. They're pretty solid.
Oh yeah. Well, the first. How many did you say?
Like 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
How many do they have?
There's like 5 or 6. I'm pretty
Are
sure.
there?
It
The
goes
third
downhill-
one.
It goes downhill after. I think it's the Dark Side of the Moon. It goes downhill like kind of like in the middle of that one. I would say almost.
I'm gonna say I feel like the third one's kind of like,
Yeah.
now we're sick of it, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, because the first 2 are where it's Megan Fox.
Well,
and
that's-
then Megan Fox is.
And that's what Hollywood always
Yeah,
tries
that's
to.
true. That's the first one without Megan Fox too. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what kind of bugs me about Hollywood is they always try to push these stories
Yeah,
of things that
franchises.
of things that are just played out just to make some money. And it's like, okay, if you guys actually like spent some time and actually wrote like a quality
Real
fucking
script,
movie.
yeah.
Did an original or
Yeah,
something
did
else.
an original or something else. Dude, you guys would make so much more money, and you'd have so many more followers because you actually make something original, not just like this cookie cutter movie that's the same fucking plot as the last one, but you like, instead of going to a golf tournament, they go to a football tournament. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
But hey, man,
it's fucking garbage.
Look
dude.
at the Fast and Furious movies, bro.
Dude,
they made,
those are so washed up.
They made 8 of them, but
those
you know
are
how much money
especially
they
washed
made
up,
from
yeah.
that shit, bro?
Dude,
At least
Millions.
$2.
Oh,
Dude.
at least 3. At
dude,
least 3.
dude. After, I'd say probably after maybe 6. I think that's when I was about, okay, this is getting to be too much.
I was good at
That was
3.
when Paul
What
Walker
are they
died,
on,
right?
10 now?
I'd say whenever Paul Walker died, is definitely when the
Yeah.
franchise died.
Well, the one after that was dope because it was like you had to see that one. You had to see the one with his brother in it. So did you? I don't remember if that was the 8th one or which one it was, but it was the last one that they did, and I think they're done after that one, right?
Yeah.
They did one more.
I don't think they're good.
but they
Yeah, another in spin-off mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
They had his brother playing Paul Walker in the movie in a couple
okay.
scenes and
That's
stuff.
kinda cool. That's
Yep,
so
to end him off and stuff, and they used CGI to fix his face a little bit, but they were I'm pretty sure they were twins actually.
Oh,
So he had a twin brother, luckily, I guess.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
they
you
had
know what I
their
mean?
job cut out for 'em,
Right.
you know.
So yeah. So they still had to do a couple things with it, but that was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, I mean, it makes sense, but shit.
yeah, it's kind of weird.
Justin, what do you keep up with any celebrity couples or families, or any celebrities you're
I feel
paying
like
attention
you-
to besides
you
McGregor?
You definitely
Or
follow UFC fighters. That's like,
Yeah.
that would be like the thing he follows.
Colby.
Yeah.
Colby, yeah, Colby Covington.
I mean, Colby Covington, he posted a Instagram with I forget her name. She was a Brazilian chick, and like in the
Yeah,
photo,
that probably tells us enough. Anyways.
she was I forget her name. I would have to like look it up again. But like in the photo, Colby like has gloves on. It was like a photo. They were laying down, and she had her hand like on Colby's thigh, like going down low, while wearing a Chaos shirt. Colby's nickname is Chaos, and then everything was speculating that they were dating. And then Colby came on Ariel Helwani's podcast. She's like, "Yeah, I was balls deep in her. That's why I didn't accept the fight, because I was balls deep in her." And
What a thing to say.
Fuck.
and then the girl came out. She's like, "How could he say something like this? It's just disgusting.
Oh my
Like
God.
someone to sell their character." I'm like, "Honey, like." You let him post a photo with you literally touching his thigh, going down there. Like everyone's gotta think something's going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like they're not
And, like,
that stupid.
and
afterwards, something's happening.
And like before that, she's like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." I'm like, if you had a boyfriend, your boyfriend would not approve of you
don't they all?
around Colby.
Yeah.
Fucking hold on.
Get balls deep with Kobe.
I mean, in St.
Balls
Cloud,
deep.
we've got this saying, "Hey, welcome to St. Cloud, where the wine your girl is silence."
Oh my God.
Wow.
And here's the
There you go.
photo right
Sad
here.
but true.
Wow.
Here's the photo right here. Look, she like has her hand on his thigh, going like that. She has Colby's shirt on, a Chaos shirt,
Yeah,
like
that's-
around that, and like she
me
gets
see.
insulted by like saying like, "Oh, that we were together." Like, you literally have your hand on his thigh, and you're gonna say.
it looks pretty clear cut to me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
you're gonna
know,
say you have a
bro.
boyfriend. Do you think your boyfriend will approve of you, like getting that close to Colby?
Yeah, bro.
Wearing Colby's
Well, I
nickname
mean, like
on
his
her
merch.
shirt.
I would
Bro.
say that. I mean, if he was balls deep, bro, that says something. You know
Bro,
what
if she would have just kept her fucking hands to herself, she would have had no problems right now.
I mean? No, because he still would have said that he was balls deep.
I mean, I don't know, but
That's
they
the
asked
real
because of the
problem.
picture, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't they? Yeah, they asked because
Yeah,
of the picture.
absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess.
She just
okay,
kept her
yeah.
hands to herself for
And
the
you
one
guys know-
picture they took. Come on, man.
And you guys know Colby. He's
Yeah, he's a
probably
loudmouth.
the most controversial fighter in the UFC.
What the fuck
you
was
go.
that?
Yeah, hiccups. I think.
Was that a sneeze?
Justin
hiccup?
is just full of sounds today, bro. We should have an episode. We should once we
Like a
get
sound bite.
yeah, bro.
Like
Once
a
we
soundboard.
get video, we're gonna do like Justin sounds for like 30 minutes of Justin just making every dumbass sound.
what happened to the Conor McGregor set, mate?
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
that's-
want to do, mate.
We'll have to do that very soon.
You took a shit on the back of the bus.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man.
Ah,
50 million, huh?
50 million that little bum has. He has nothing. He has nothing. I'd gut him like a fish. Little Jake Paul. If Jake Paul's listening to this, Jake Paul, I will knock your ass out. You literally suck.
50 million. Let's go.
Give me $50 million, Jake Paul, and I'll break your fucking jaw.
Let's go.
You listening?
I
You
will
listening?
bet a
And he's
whole
and he's
jug of
probably
orange
gonna be
juice on
like,
this
yeah,
fight.
who the fuck is this kid? Jake Paul, I will literally fuck your ass up. All right. I'm gonna call you out here right now. You have no balls. You're a sociopath, and you're picking the easy guys. You're picking a guy who's just a wrestler. You don't want to pick actual strikers. Well,
Yeah.
if that's it, call me out, bitch. Give me the paycheck.
Yeah.
I'll break your fucking jaw.
After you knock Ben Askren out, hit up Justin, and you'll have a real fight. There you go.
Okay,
He's
so
too pussy. He's too pussy.
That fight with Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren was just like
5
it,
seconds.
it was so
Dang.
clear cut. It was
Over.
so obvious. Okay, if you rush a wrestler, obviously he's gonna go for the legs. He had the
Yep.
perfect plan. Just knee, done.
Yep. I don't know.
But
I
there's
guess we're gonna see
always,
what happens.
but there's always that what if. Like, what if he didn't land that knee and Ben Askren did take him down? We wouldn't be having that conversation.
Nope, because it didn't happen.
Exactly.
We would if it would have, but it didn't.
Shoulda,
so
woulda,
we
coulda,
don't.
baby.
Yeah, sometimes. you
Yeah,
could've-
but hey, UFC 261, Marty Fake Newsman versus Jorge Journeyman Street Judas Masvidal.
When is that?
April 24th in a
April 24th.
sold-out crowd in
There we go.
Jacksonville, Florida.
We're gonna have to do more of that on a different episode in the next couple weeks here. Q-Tip, you got any celebrities you're keeping up with at
so
all?
I don't really follow any
Besides the
celebrities
Kardashians?
Like that. No, I don't follow the Kardashians. All right, let's calm down here, okay?
He just sleeps with the Kardashians.
When I used to use my Twitter
Really?
a lot, I used to follow a lot of Smite esports teams. I mean, I used to keep up with those a lot. But
Okay.
other than that, never really. I follow a few TikTok people nowadays, like not big celebrities. But
like who? Like who?
one of them I follow is called. His name is Josh Terry. He does a lot of philosophy and stocks and like stuff like that. So he's really interesting. I like him. And I also like
Addison Rae.
what?
Addison Rae.
No.
Oh.
Hell no.
I'm bad.
Bryce Hall?
This guy actually lives in Minneapolis. His name is Abraham Piper. He works for a puzzle company in Minneapolis, and he does like philosophy and other stuff too. He's
Bro,
interesting.
anyone could be a fucking TikToker these days. Oh, he works at a puzzle company in the cities,
Yeah, he's
bro.
dope though. He's actually
Yeah.
cool. I would check him out. They're cool guys. Josh Terry, Abraham Piper, they're pretty dope.
Interesting. Go check him out. Josh, anything? Anything?
Yeah, I follow Kevin Hart pretty aggressively. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got like a fantastic work ethic.
This
And
is true.
he's like, dude, he's like a model parent, bro. If you look at any of the videos he does with his kids, dude, he's such a good dad, and like he's so easy to just like get behind because he's always like working out and he's always striving to be better. And if you've ever seen any of his like non-comedy stuff, his actual just like stuff where he talks about like his life and shit, like, man, that guy is something else, dude. He's
Good dude.
yeah, he's a
Solid dude.
really good dude.
Yeah.
He's something else, man.
There you go.
I mean, you're telling me because like, hey, I'm like what 5'7". I looked at Kevin Hart and I was like, wow,
Like
this
a
dude's an
robot.
absolute
Yeah,
baller,
dude.
and I'm taller than him. I have
Yeah,
no
bro.
reason to complain right now.
Yep. Yeah,
What
dude.
was,
There's nothing.
Because what's the movie he was in with The Rock? The cop
Somebody, he
one.
has,
All of
five-
the
Central
movies?
Intelligence.
They're
Central
all-
Intelligence.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Though,
That was
yeah.
a
he
really
has,
good
like,
movie.
He has like 4 or 5 movies with The
I'm
Rock.
just gonna
Really?
say,
Oh,
say
damn.
Kevin Hart and The Rock. Those two are made for each
They're
other.
a good combo, dude.
Yeah,
they're
a
both
great
so
combo.
fucking funny.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
a great friendship on camera and off camera.
Yep.
I didn't know Kevin Hart was only 5'3". That's pretty sure.
You know I met Kevin
yeah.
Hart.
He's only 5'3".
You know, I met
Yeah,
Kevin
he's short
Hart.
as shit,
Beard.
bro.
Yeah. There you go. You're beat. You got him beat by a little bit.
I
Huh?
mean,
Uh,
what he lacks in height, he makes up for in spirit. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah.
You
You
met
guys
Kevin Hart?
know. You guys know I met Kevin Hart.
When?
Did you?
Yeah, at the Super Bowl fan experience. Remember I was telling you about
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah, he was so tiny. Like
Tiny.
like he was like walking by, just looking at his phone with the sunglasses on indoors. And I was like, okay, I need to say something like he would respond to. So I was like, hey Kevin, like I love the new movie. And like he looked at me, he's like, hey, thank you, man. He shook out his hand, and I shook his hand. He's like,
shook his-
hey,
That's sick.
hey, good luck with everything. He's like, yeah, you too. And like,
Did you get COVID?
and he didn't say anything funny, but I started laughing. I was like, he's so tiny and adorable. I just want to pick him up and give him.
You just want to
big
pinch his
hug.
cheeks or what? Huh? You just wanted to give him a little
He's so
cheek pinch?
tiny.
Well, this was at the Super Bowl, and that would have been about a month before COVID started, right?
No,
Or was that the year prior to that?
that was 2 years
Bro,
ago.
COVID did not
Oh.
start from a bat. It started from Kevin Hart and Justin
Justin
Camnazo
shaking
meeting for the
hands.
first time.
No, if you want to blame him for COVID,
We're down to
blame
the source
China. China.
Fucking.
Well, if we're gonna blame COVID on sports, it shouldn't be that fucking the Thunder game, the NBA game, right before it all shut down.
Which one was that?
Who's the guy who didn't go into the game?
What's the player's name that wiped down all the microphones?
Yes.
I remember that.
It was some journeyman. I don't know.
Nah, he was a good player. Was it a? No, it wasn't
Dude,
Howard.
I wasn't-
Then how do we not know his name? How are you guys like struggling? You're like bumping.
I know
yours,
his
like,
name, but I can't think of it. I can't
yeah,
think of it.
exactly. That's because he's not popular.
Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Who?
Rudy.
Gobert.
Who's that? What?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Rudy Gobert. He plays for the Utah Jazz.
Yep. Utah Jazz Center.
That was it was the Jazz versus
Rudy.
the Thunder, and that was the game where they shut down the NBA like right before like everyone went into lockdown.
Oh.
Yeah,
Rudy.
It was like they were about to start the game, and there was like a 14-minute pause like before the start of the game, and the officials were like they had the camera on the officials. They're just talking, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, the game's canceled, postponed. The season's gonna be canceled." Like blah blah.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah, like people have it on YouTube. It's like 7 minutes before the world was changed forever. You know what I mean?
That is how COVID started.
Not literally, but
That is how COVID started, but this is how the podcast is going to end. Deon, thanks for coming on. What'd you think? Just pretty chill
Oh,
time?
I had a damn great experience.
Hell yeah.
Definitely got quite a few more topics I'd love to
Yes,
spitball
bro.
next
Yeah.
time. Come on.
oh yeah,
Yes.
next time. Hell yeah, we'll have to
Yes.
schedule part 2.
Yes, I already told you that before. I was like, we can just. Deon's like, should I bring stuff? And I'm like, bro, honestly, I don't even have anything written down. I just knew that we were gonna come up with shit because you're super dope to talk to always. So I knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be a good episode.
Yeah,
So.
it's a good episode.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know, I've got so many years of notes I've wrote down. So hey,
Oh,
by
shit.
anytime, I'm
God.
super down to talk.
Topics on
anytime.
topics.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah. So I'm going to make sure to follow Deon on our Instagram. So definitely go check us out on there. Check our Facebook out as well. If you're not already followed on our YouTube or Spotify, make sure you hit those up as well. Thanks for listening. We always have fun doing this and hope you guys have fun listening along with us. And we will see you guys next Wednesday morning. Peace out.
I got you moving.
Hey, remember, Jake
I like how
Paul's
she
a bitch.
moving.
Call me out, bitch.
I got that new
I'm
whip.
knock your ass out.
Go get a new trip. I like how she moving. I like how she moving.